Peace and prosperity to everyone. We are live, baby, here to connect nature, love, humanity together the way we belong, grounding in nature as we have done every single day of this beautiful year. Peace and prosperity, Dr. Cliff. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate you coming in. We are out in nature, grounding, connecting ourselves to nature on behalf of the world. For anyone who is not able to unfortunately come outside and tap into this loving energy for themselves, we are here to do it for them. We are here to remind them that nature has the resources for healing and love. Hey, boss up. So good to see you. Thank you so much for being here, boss lady. We love you. We appreciate you. We are out here as normal, connecting to nature, and that is definitely normal now. Like this moment should be normal. Seeing me out here touching these trees, connecting with nature, hearing my loving voice as I speak about peace and prosperity. I want this to be a normal thing in everyone's lives. I want nature and grounding to be considered a daily habit. We love y'all. We thank you for coming in. Angela Ward, Alan Rich, peace and prosperity, y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. We are here. And I wanted to speak today on some of the topics that I had posted about, specifically in regards to the response for our friend Carmen, who asked about people making her angry or anyone specific making her angry. Hey, Chance, thanks so much for being here. I hope y'all can hear me. I got the microphone on this side of me. Karina, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate you for being here. Hey, Jerome, thanks so much for coming in. So good to see everyone. I'm so thankful to have y'all to come and join us and soak up this loving nature energy. We want to talk about anger briefly and then also about the proper way to love because some of us don't really understand. Unconditional love is the only true love. It has to start with self. And so, what love are we giving to someone if we don't have that unconditional love for ourselves? What are we leading them to? What are we asking of them if we're not able to uplift them and enrich their lives? If they're not uplifting and enriching our lives? Hey, Sylvia, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the gift, boss. You know we love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everyone tapping the screen, getting their heart me. WC Harris, peace and prosperity to you. Hey, Dragonfly, thank you so much for coming in today. We love you. We appreciate you. Everyone tap the screen, share the live. We are connecting with nature, as you can see, and sharing this loving energy with everyone. We're so thankful to have you here. So, again, Carmen asked us about anger, about understanding why she feels upset or angry with a specific person. Now, of course, the first thing, like I said in the video, was make sure you're safe. Make sure you're not in a situation where you're not. I gotta be careful because I'm on live on how I phrase this, but make sure you're in a situation where you're not being, abused. Make sure you're in a situation where you're not being um, forced to be in that circumstance. Make sure you're safe. Safety is not just about physically being safe, but of course, a mental and emotional state of mind, knowing that you can be calm and peaceful in your environment. Hey, Eat So Fresh, peace and prosperity to you. That's an awesome name. Thank you so much for being here. And so, once we recognize that she is safe, that Carmen was safe, assuming so, we then have to recognize, well, what can trigger anger in us? Things we don't like about other people usually have something to do with something we don't like about ourselves if we continue to deal with it, if we continue to dive into it. If we are in a circumstance that we don't like, and we're not doing what we can to get away or around it or away from it, is something usually in ourselves that is attracting us to that negative or toxic energy. Just imagine you're in your home and it's 100 degrees outside and your air conditioning goes out. Now, this is your home, so necessarily you can't necessarily leave, right? But there are going to be something you can do to adjust to that heat. Hopefully, you're not going to just sit and sweat in that heat without doing something because you're uncomfortable. And the reason why you're uncomfortable is because you have to get up and do something. TLC, thank you so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you. Assuming that she has the opportunity to step away from that anger or whatever it is that's upsetting her. Hey, Sharon, thank you so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you. Assuming that she has that opportunity, we then have to say, okay, so what is it about this circumstance, this situation? Hey, somebody, you are somebody. Thank you so much for being here. What is it about this situation that I'm allowing it to manipulate my emotions to make me angry? How is this circumstance, this person, able to constantly control my brother Nate? We love you. Thank you for being here. How is this person, circumstance, entity, whatever the case may be, how is it able to constantly access my own emotions without my choosing? You're allowing it to happen. You're allowing something connected to whatever it is to fester, build up, and then you have to express or release it in a negative way, in anger, which nothing, anger is not going to do anything but tear your body up. Peace and prosperity to you, brother. Even in war, we think about Sun Tzu, the writer of The Art of War. Even in war, we don't want to be angry. All right. We need to be able to allow ourselves to be calm and focused when we are making any adjustments in life. KK and Wardy, thank you so much for coming in. Peace and prosperity to you. We don't need anger to defeat our enemies. We don't need anger to protect ourselves. What we need is to be in a situation of thinking and rationale. So, accepting the fact that she's probably not at war, but maybe at war with herself, she has to dive deep into recognizing where this is all coming from. What sparked this controversy and what continues to spark it? Because most likely there's something that she needs to heal from or gain knowledge of self in regards to it in order for her to transcend to the next level. Hey, Marjorie, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. Now, when we offer advice, which this ties into the second video I posted today about the proper way to give love, the proper way to give advice, we want to create a loving space for whoever it is that we're helping, assuming that we love them and care about them. Because if we don't love them and care about them, then what are we wasting our time for, right? We're getting that out the way. For the person we love and care about who needs help, needs support, we want to create the opportunity for them to love and help themselves. We want to create a space that allows for them to breathe, feel out who they are, and then make adjustments based on that alone. Peace and prosperity, my brother DJ Hawaii. So good to see you. Shout out to Chicago. We love y'all. Well, you know, I'm a Lions fan, but we ain't going to get to that discussion right now. But I do love y'all. So, what I was saying is how we need to make sure when we are helping someone. Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. When we are helping someone, the best way to really help them is allow them to help themselves. Encouragement, grace. Allow them the truth and the reality, but don't separate them from that. You sorry to hear that? What you mean? What you mean you sorry to hear that? You gotta listen. Y'all Bears don't want no problems. Caleb Williams, he nice. But y'all Bears don't want no problems. Y'all don't want no smoke over here. We gave y'all Ben Johnson because y'all needed some help. But it ain't gonna be enough for y'all, I promise you. It ain't gonna be enough. Yeah, we do too. I love y'all. I gotta make sure I come out there for a game. I actually got a few trips I want to take out there, a couple restaurants I want to try out. I want to check out the Vegan Fest. Like I said, I love Chicago. It's one of my favorite cities. So let me get back to where I was. You know, I get distracted easily. I love y'all. I appreciate everyone for the likes and the shares. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a right around the corner. It's only what, like from where I'm at, where I work normally. It's only like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. So it's y'all literally right around the corner. I appreciate you. We no. You good? You good? We have organic conversations here. You know how it goes. Everything is in flow. Everything is in flux. But I want people to understand. You know, if you really love somebody, what better can you do for them to help them love themselves? Think about that for a moment. Don't just listen, but really take in the thought of that. You know, if you are trying to improve on yourself and you know how good it feels to improve on yourself in your life, to understand who you are, don't you want that same love and energy for anyone you care about? Tamika, thank you for coming in. Sharon, thank you for coming in. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Don't you want them to know what that glee feels like? To trust in yourself, to believe in yourself? That energy can be shared. I personally try to share it by example. I come out here and I connect with the trees because they are always here to refresh me. They're always here to lead me in a positive direction. This grounded energy is constantly refreshing my own energy. I am constantly releasing that negativity that I've absorbed throughout the day with the help of these trees, connecting to earth. It's a very natural and beautiful thing that we all have access to. So I lead by this example in order to show us how we can let go of negativity in a proper and beautiful way. Hey, Rhonda, thank you so much for coming in. Because if we just get angry and lash out, what are we going to get accomplished? And again, we're not talking about situations of war and battle. Because again, even in those circumstances, you got to have your emotions in check. You got to be able to read your enemy. You got to be able to read the room. You got to be able to read the circumstance and respond correctly. It could be the difference between winning and losing. So there's never a time where we don't want to be grounded and loving ourselves. Beffy, thank you so much for coming in. Peace and prosperity to you. I can't pronounce that name. Never look back. Okay, I got you. Never look back. Thank you so much for coming in. That's a cool way of spelling that. Thank you for being here. We don't need to encourage others to not feel that emotion. If we can feel and love ourselves, we want others to do the same. Y'all, Rick Von Six, thank you so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you. That's the only way to love. Everybody has, the Disney imagination in their mind, or they have looking at things. Thank you so much for the like. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. But realistically, it all comes down to the fact that if you love yourself, you want to promote self-love. You want to show that love by example because others can do it too. Self-love is not exclusive to one person. It's not exclusive to me. These trees don't discriminate. Not to say that they don't care who hugs them, but just the same way it's showing me love and appreciation, just the same way it's recharging my body, it can recharge yours too. It can help you ground and be calm and focused too. It is so important that we recognize that these are the actual tools that were given to us to benefit us. We don't need all the materialistic things to make our lives better. We need grounding energy. We need things to remind us of ourselves and to build self love. We need the opportunity, the grace, and the discipline to tap into who we are. We need forgiveness for all of our faults and the wisdom to benefit from them. But again, if you're angry, if you're over emotional, if you're only connecting to the negative energy and you're not releasing that energy, you're just storing that energy up, you're not properly releasing it, it's going to be hard to focus. It's going to be hard to stay grounded. It's going to be hard to look ahead because you're going to feel like you're in survival mode. You're going to feel like you have to fight against everything. You're going to feel like everything is against you. You're going to feel like everything is making you mad. Everyone is making you mad. Everything is trying to destroy you because you are filled with this negative energy that you are not properly releasing on a day-to-day basis. And it's available right here for you. I can imagine that there may be some people who can't walk outside and see some trees. I can imagine there's some people out there who don't have any plants around them or any type of nature around them. There are still other ways of grounding properly in a loving way without spending any money so that you can tap into the now gratitude moment. Because when you have a moment to sit still and absorb this loving nature energy, hey, Darby, hey, Apostle, thank you so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. If you have the moment to absorb this energy, it's going to allow you to see from the inside out. This world is not just what we see, it is a lot of what we don't see. The moment we separate or distance ourselves from that, or we lean to one direction more than the other, we get out of balance. And when we are out of balance, we make imbalanced decisions. Imbalanced decision making can put you in a position to take imbalanced decision making can put you in a position to take advantage of you in position for someone to take advantage of you. Hey Lily, Lotto Lily, we love you. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to my number one gifter, my number one friend here. I love you. Boa noite. That is Portuguese for good night. My Portuguese teacher. Y'all follow Lily. She has some beautiful content. I love you, Lily. And what we was just talking about here on our Grounding Daily show is about emotions, about anger, about sharing self-love practices, about sharing grounding practices. My brother Mystical Being, we love you. Sharing these type of things and this type of energy that is abundant, that never runs out, it never goes away, is available to you and everyone else. That if you are sharing this type of energy, that is how you really share love. That is how you tap into self-love energy, and that is how you spread that self-love energy to everyone. It is my goal to get everyone out grounding. It's my goal for people to tap into this energy every day until it becomes a part of their life, just like it is for mine. Just like it is for mine. Because I'm leading by example. The Goddess Gateway, we love you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm leading by example because it's beneficial to me and you. There's nothing that you can't do if you're able to understand, love, and control yourself. And how do you gain control? We absorb the negative energy every day. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. So, how do we release that? You don't want to release the negative energy with negative energy. That makes no sense. Hear me out when I say that. You don't want to release the negative energy with negative energy. That doesn't make no sense. That's not going to recharge you. You have to ground. You have to allow yourself to tap into the energy that is meant to balance you in the first place. This is here healing us constantly, the same way it's giving us air from the trees and oxygen. It's naturally meant to love us and heal us. Why separate yourself from that? Why not tap into that energy? Exactly. And they are both, I'm going to pin that, Goddess. Only the light can drive out darkness. Only the light can drive out darkness. And there is balance in this world. Because again, we need both sides to create. But whenever you get yourself in a situation where it's too much of one thing and not enough of another, you're out of balance. So if you're absorbing again all of these different things in the world, all the topics your friends called you about because they stressed and worried, if you're absorbing all of the woes of your family and friends, if you're absorbing this loving energy and you're giving it back out to them, trying to lift them up, allow them to access to love, peace, and prosperity in nature so that they can recharge with you. They don't have to rely on you to recharge. Hey, Sandra, thank you so much for being here. Lily, I know you do. I know you a savior for a lot of people. I know you are. And guess what? The only thing that's going to make you feel better is this. This is how we recharge. I come out here every day and I'm able to give love and real unconditional love to everybody I come in contact with on this app. Everyone. I don't discriminate. It doesn't matter. I'm able to see love in myself, so I'm able to see love in you. How do I allow this fleshly body, which is just like yours, to obtain so much love, to balance out the negativity? I deal with the negativity too. What, 35, 40 minutes before I got here? I had a car cut me off. They were coming from the fast lane, trying to cut over in front of my truck to exit. They almost caused an accident with another car that's already trying to come out. And then the car that was already, will not come out, trying to exit. And the car that was trying to exit, trying to avoid the other car jumping over all the way across the lanes, they jump in front of me a little bit, trying to avoid the accident. Now, if I'm not full of love and light, if I'm not able to balance my emotions, despite all the connections, despite everything, I know, right? There's a lot of retrogrades going on. Don't get me started. But if I did not go above and beyond to connect myself to this type of love and energy, to stay stable, to stay balanced, to stay grounded and centered, who knows what could have happened? And that happens every day. We all have similar stories just like that may have happened to us today or yesterday. It's going to happen. That's part of life. It's too many of us are separated from this energy. They run around with negativity that's been pent up inside of them for years, with traumas that's been pent up inside them for years. Duality is very important to your energy, knowing polarity and self-polarization. Yes, brother. We love you. We thank you so much for being here. That is beautiful. Duality is very important to your energy, knowing polarity and self-polarization. Now, the energy vampires, if you think about it, they're not out in nature. If you, and shout out to the energy vampires, because y'all got y'all place in this world too. But you don't need people to drain energy. You can bring yourself out in nature and tap into this love and energy just like everyone else. Just like everyone else. We rely too much on all the wrong things. We rely too much on all of this stuff that we are told we need, when realistically, this is all you need. Self-love. Boundaries keep you balanced from energy vampires. Always. 5, but not too much. Know your limits. Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, I'm not going to discriminate, just like nature's not going to discriminate. All of this love and energy is available for everybody. And how many people out here would avoid traumas? How many people would avoid karmic situations if they were keeping themselves grounded and peaceful? It is. The dominant would always prevail. And nothing is more dominant than love and nature. Because there's no off switch. It doesn't matter about what holiday or day of the month. This is always on. This is always available. It never goes away. It's never judging you. It's just constant love turned on always. Whether you're loving yourself or you're not, this is going to always connect you to love and positive energy. This is going to always prevail. So I'm going to always preach through this energy. I'm going to always offer advice through this energy. Anything I say is going to be connected to self-love and nature because I want everyone to tap into that energy. I want everyone to absorb that frequency. And the reason why is because I know it's beneficial. I know whatever you're going through, this is going to make it better. If you're happy, this will make you happier. If you're sad, this is going to lift you up. If you're fighting anxiety, touching a tree is going to release that negative energy out of your body. If you're fighting depression, this is going to make you feel good. Not just good, but that you can accomplish anything, that you can fight against anything. Sorry, that truck just went by. That you can fight against any adversity better than anything else. This energy is going to always lift you up, no matter where you are on your journey, no matter how advanced you are. We're thankful and lucky to be here and be in gratitude to share this love and energy with everyone. For all the people who come on a day-to-day basis, I love you. For all the new people who came in today, Yarek Von Six and everyone else, we love you. We appreciate you. We are, as always, going to post this replay on our YouTube page. I'm cutting it just slightly short because I broke my phone charger today by mistake, and I've been riding, so I haven't had a chance to go buy a new one. So my phone is going to die. I'll grab another phone charger probably right after I'm done with this live and done dropping my load. We love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you again. Everyone here, we love you. We appreciate you. Again, when we share self-love, that is how we really help people. Don't just help with advice. Help them to love themselves. Help them to help themselves. That is the real love expression. Helping someone to understand who they are and how they can benefit themselves. I love you all. Peace and prosperity to you.